All right, let's go down to question number 2. We'll do question number 2, number 3, and keep going here. Number 2 says Keith and Michelle went out to dinner. The total cost of the meal, including the tip, came to $53.70. If the combined tip was actually $9.60, that's included in the 53.70. So I'm just going to underline some stuff as we go to that's our steps, right? Remember to underline as we go. Here's the total, and that actually includes the tip. That's some more important information. And the tip was actually right here. The actual tip amount is $9.60. So each friend spent an equal amount. How much, here's our question that we care about. How much did each friend pay, not including the tip? So first thing we're going to do is define our variable. Okay, so we're going to write a let statement. So we're going to write let x equal something. And read that last sentence. It says, how much did each friend pay? So we're going to write something like, how much one friend, the money one friend spent. Like say on the dinner, and they split the meal right down the middle. So they each paid half. So if that's true, then what we do when we're going to write our inequality, so we're going to start out by saying that each of the friends paid X dollars. Well, if there's two friends, right, Keith and Michelle, and they're each going to pay the same amount, then we're going to double it to get to our amount of our total. That's the amount of the subtotal, the amount before they added the tip on. So they're going to add everything up. This is 2 times 2 friends are going to each pay the same amount. And then they add $9.60 on there. Let's see, 60 cents. And then it's going to be equal to, in this case, there's no inequality statement. There's no less than, greater than. It just says right here, it's going to equal this total amount right here, this 53.70. So we write that on the other side, and this one is just solving an equation. So we start undoing stuff, and we're going to minus $9.60 here, minus $9.60 here, because that said the total 53.70 actually included the tip. So we're going to subtract that and take it away. And how much does each friend actually spend? Well, you would have to do this little subtraction right here. So if we took $53.70, subtract $9.60, I'm using my calculator here, I get $44.10. Now my calculator says 44.1, but I write down 10 cents because we're talking about money. Then my very last step is to divide both sides by 2, right here and right here. And that allows us to cross these out. And finally, we get X equals, how much does one friend pay if they split the bill? If they end up splitting the bill, you divide by 2, and we would get $22.05 would be the amount one friend would pay. So that's sort of the steps that we take in order to, if I wanted to write an inequality or write an equation for a word problem, we define our variable, write a let statement, then try to decide what steps to take in order to write our equation. Okay, let's go ahead and scroll down, and we will. Okay, look at question 3. We're going to underline important information again. Jason is giving up or saving up to buy a digital camera that costs $490. There's our total. I like to sometimes write that right there. Total is $490. So far, he has saved $175. That's so far. He would like to buy the camera 3 weeks from now. That's 3 weeks goes by, then he buys the camera. What is the equation used in order to represent how much he must save every week That's 3 weeks that are going to happen, right? In order to have enough money to purchase the camera. He wants to kind of break up the remaining amount. All right. So let's total up how much he's actually going to pay, and we're going to set it equal to our total. So here's our total. $490 is going to be our total for the camera. And then already has $175. Okay, we're going to write a let statement. So we're going to say let X equal what? X is going to be, look at the end here, it says money saved each week. So the money, we could write like this, each week. All right. And then we're going to do that for 3 weeks. So we're going to take our X value, which is a certain amount of money each week, and we're going to multiply it by 3 weeks. That's sort of the creative step, is to read it for detail, figuring out exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take the $175, and then we're going to add it to 3 weeks times X dollars per week. And then it should total up to our, we want to be able to write an equation that goes with this situation. All right. Now, honestly, we could probably solve this without writing an equation, but it's very good practice to take a word problem like this and be able to write it into an equation or an inequality, because in the future, they get a little bit more complex and a little crazier, and we want to have that skill down. So first, going to start out with undoing this, minus 175 from here, which kind of makes sense because we already saved that. We already have that much money. So these cross out, and we end up with 490 minus 175 equals 315 right here, $315. And that will be 3 weeks worth of money that we need to save. So then we're going to divide by 3 in order to split it up evenly into 3 weeks. And so what is 1 week? If we divide by 3, we end up with $105. $105 each week that you're going to have to save if you want to buy that camera 3 weeks from today. All right, sort of like that. Okay, so next step, let's go ahead and go to our next question.